on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former national champion and National Player of the Year. What a run for Jay Williams.
You want to tell the fans more about my accolades, I'm not going to stop you, but I think the attention should be focused on the game this evening. Let's pay attention to the court.
Jay, these 10 players on the court are ready to go, and so are we. Won by the Miami Heat. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Dragic with it. Leads a bucket. Nice pass to set. Oh!
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Richardson. Short jumper stays out. To Kevin Huerter. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Flash at the controls. Knock loose. Hawks have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. John Collins with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Has a chance. Can't connect.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Trae Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there. Dragic with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Dwayne Wade rocking the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Trae Young. Kelly Olynyk able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Dwayne Wade, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Dragic to Whiteside. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 24.
For 3, well, their first 3, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Dragic into the front court. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. Counted.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Hawks have it. Fires the three. The rookie, Herder, unbothered, buries the three.
Look, I'm not the one to hate. I'm the prime example of a bad decision that turned out well.
Dragic with it. Lead is 2. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
And the slam.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
First quarter's complete. The Hawks with the lead. Jay, in the first quarter, if you own shares of stock in the offenses, you'd make a lot of easy money. There was no defense to start this one.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
Dragic with the basketball. Right now, down 7. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Carter. Fires the 3. Vince Carter turning back the clock for 3 decades now.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. The pass set it all up.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Goes to the left side. From long range. Not easy.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Dragic into the front court.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. From the painted area, won't go down. Dragic. Dragic, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Miami with the basketball. Dragic to Wade. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And counted at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Dragic with it. His guys currently down by 13. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And count the basket.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Dwayne Wade. Look out. Vince Carter. Slam dunk.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 9, Kelly Olynyk. Entering
Alex Len. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Trae Young. Pass stolen by Miami. Missed a wide open look. Shot for Plumlee. He missed it.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
To Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Hawks with the basketball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. And the basket good at the rim. Long Key from 3/4 court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
All right.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Dragic with the basketball. His guys down big. Goran Dragic, now 3 for 9.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
It's the Heat with the possession. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Putting on a show here, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd. This is entertainment, people.
The assist from number 11.
Dragic into the front court. Down a bundle. He gets it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he hits the three.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
Richardson to Wade. Dwayne Wade, 3 for 6 now.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Gets to the basket and scores.
The assist from number 3.
Dragic with it. He'll run the offense. John Collins snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Wade. And hits for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Off the assist.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Dragic to Wade. Dwayne Wade, 4 out of 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Atlanta ball. To Kevin Huerter, 4-3. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. To Kevin Huerter. Gets a shot up off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Free throws coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Slank, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, and now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Carter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. That's a momentum play right there. Miles Plumlee sends it away. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Dion Waiters. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second as well. To Carter. Cruises inside for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
You see, Ed, the defender was just slightly outside his comfort zone. You don't stop a move like that. Nobody does.
Miami's got it.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Has a look. Jumper's good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Third quarter comes to an end. The Hawks with a nice advantage. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
For three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and three, off the mark. To Dragic. Richardson. And abuses the rim with the big finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Trae Young. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Dragic with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want it.
To Dragic. Here's a chance from long range. Man, he's shifty. Tough defensive assignment. Goran Dragic with the answer.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the league.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here's Atlanta to Ken Bazemore. Fires the three. Trae Young bothered just enough there. And count the basket inside.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
From long range. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Second to three, got it. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Kent Bazemore, couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic to Whiteside. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Huerter trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 66% in this contest. Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Layup goes down. Well done.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Got it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Trae Young. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Rebounds taken in by Atlanta. Easy path to the rim. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Hawks are victorious as they